Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your weekly reading with me. I hope you guys are well. If you hear that I sound sick, I am. I'm just recovering. I do feel fine, so don't worry about me. But my voice is always the last thing to kind of get back to normal again. So bear with. I will dive straight into a reading for you guys. Let's see what's going on for you, all right? Let's start out with your oracles, as always. Let's see. For my gorgeous Taurians out there, please, Spirit, let's get one card out for this week. It's going to be for the last week of January. So let's see. Well, you have rebirth. Rebirth. Every end is a new beginning. And what's this one? And prayer. Ooh, interesting. So, prayer says, prayer is a dialogue with the universe. Express your wishes. And rebirth. I already explained this one, but just so that you can see it nice and up close here. So, I wonder if you're praying for a transformation or you're transforming and now you're more connected. I wonder which way this goes. But either way, these are quite big energies coming through. This is like a phoenix rising over here. So it feels quite nice. Let's dive into a reading, shall we? Let's see what's going on for you. Taurus, one card of these. Energy for the week, please. Yeah. Now that's an interesting one because the Y card does come out when you are thinking and feeling a bit more, especially when it comes down to your spirituality or religion or whatever it is. It's diving into your beliefs, kind of changing your beliefs or stepping into your why. You're asking the right questions now. You're diving a little bit deeper into life and into yourself. So whatever this is, it's a very deep and spiritually connected card. It's not just surface layer. Sometimes I say, but sometimes I say that she's reaching for the Akashic record. She's trying to figure out her purpose. She's trying to connect to her past lives, her future lives, or her future selves, whatever it is that you guys are doing. Again, it's very spiritually inclined. So let's dive a little bit deeper and see what else is going on then and see how that resonates for you. This could be the reason of your rebirth. Maybe you're kind of figuring out, oh, why am I doing certain things? Why am I still connected to certain old habits? Where did this come from? Why do I speak to myself a certain way? Why do I do this in life? Whatever it is, why am I feeling cool to certain people? It does feel like you're changing a pattern of behavior, a way of being, right? That's why rebirth is here. So you're getting the answers. I wonder if this is to do with that prayer. Interesting. Let's see. Let's get one of these out for you. Rest and rejuvenation. And as you can see, this person is actually meditating. So connecting to oneself. Okay, to get the answers, to connect with the universe, to sit in some stillness, to get the answers. So it's interesting. I wonder if meditating to get the answers will be important for you guys this week. Excuse the very disorganized, wonky table. Anyway, so that's interesting. Anyways, overall, you guys are being cool to rest and rejuvenate. Okay, so make sure that you are focusing on your health, mental health, emotional health, connecting to yourself, or just giving yourself a break this week could be quite nice. Could really help you. Let's see what else is coming out for you this week. Two of these, please, Spirit. Buffalo, interesting. The abundant universe will provide. You got number 10, so it does feel like an end of a chapter is coming through. But because it's coming through with the buffalo, it feels quite nice. It's like I almost feel a bit of karma with that because you're going through an ending, you're kind of transforming. Phoenix rising and anything to do with rebirthing, usually you're not in a very, very good place before you're reborn into something else, right? It's usually the other way around. So it almost feels like, I wonder if you've been through some injustice. I wonder if you've just been through a really hard time, and it almost feels like there is some justice coming in for you. Did I say that right? Some injustice. Yeah, okay. So now there is some justice coming in for you. Like things are being made fair. The abundant universe will provide. Okay. Then you have Scarab Beetle Spirit, which says magic works through you. So here we go, where Spirit is kind of saying, yeah, we will provide, but just remember that the magic comes through you. It's not something coming in to save you. It's about you transforming your life, and therefore, the energy you put out will come back to you. It's interesting. And it's almost like you're unlocking new doors with this energy once you realize that you were in you are the powerful one here. It's interesting because I want to dive deeper. I'm not like, I feel like I want to know some more. So let's dive into your tarot, shall we? So buffalo, scarab beetle. It's a beautiful yin and yang of work between you and the universe here with that. All right, let's see then. Let's get an overall a card for the overall energy of this week then. The King of Swords. So the King of Swords is very intelligent, he's definitely searching for the answers here, very logical. So I wonder if that is what's coming through here. You're really thinking clearly. This is just the energy of the week. This is not your energy. I will dive into what your energy will be though. What's the energy of Taurus this week? The Knight of Pentacles, love that. That's my card of progress, moving forward. And you have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, that's interesting. And this is all about fate, destiny. It's about things turning in your favor. Usually, because it's paired with the Knight of Pentacles, it feels quite good in terms of your career or your material wealth or just your progress in life. Something's changing here. Okay, let's dive a little bit deeper then. With that King of Swords, I just want to dive in and see why that is the overall theme for this week. The King of Swords. Why is this here for Taurus? The Fool. I feel like it's a new way of doing something because the Fool is all about kind of a fresh new beginning and an ending, really. It's 0, which kind of is like things coming to full circle. That something's ending. Same as a rebirth, I guess. They kind of feel a bit similar because it does feel like you're taking a leap of faith into a new journey, into a new way of being, into it. Yeah, it just feels like you're being reborn again. So with the King of Swords, I wonder if this is what you're diving into because of the way that the cards came out, if you saw it. So you're becoming a lot more headstrong. You're becoming more clear. You're really diving into maybe a different kind of job. I wonder if you're going into a different role in your life, whether it be a way of being or whether it be in your career, whether it be in your home life, wherever it is. The King of Swords is very logical, as I said, very clear, to the point, very direct, very intelligent. Asks the right questions, very communicative. So I wonder if you're changing your job, you'll be speaking a lot more, dealing a lot more with maybe some serious matters, being a teacher or some sort. Maybe your communication is important moving forward. Okay, but it's new. Maybe you're just being a lot more detached in this new chapter. I wonder what you've been through. Okay, so then in your energy with the Knight of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, this feels really good in your energy. You're ready to step into new things. The Knight of Pentacles is learning as he goes. He's planting seeds as he goes. Kind of like, learning on job. That's what we're all doing in life. We're kind of learning as we go. So the Knight of Pentacles is good. It's slow progress, but it does feel quite nice. And Wheel of Fortune almost feels like as you're going along this new journey, planting these seeds along the way, it does feel like the Wheel of Fortune is kind of highlighting that you are going to come towards a kind of fated or a lucky opportunity, or both, a lucky and fated opportunity, or something that will change your fate. But I guess because you're taking a leap of faith, that probably is what it is. So maybe it's just a new journey. Let's clarify. General reading, because I'm still trying to figure it out, but it is a general reading because it's a general reading. A few thousand people are watching this, so yeah. The Knight of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here in the energy of Taurus? You could just be wanting to expand. That could be what it is as well. The Ten of Swords. So this is a change of fate. Now the Ten of Swords, like we said over here, I was picking up that you have been through a difficult ending. The Ten of Swords is a complete ending, right? And the Justice card is actually, ironically, on the bottom of the deck. It does feel like you've been hard done by in a contract or in a situation, or something felt unfair, or it ended unfairly. That's the Wheel of Fortune. But don't worry. I know it sounds, I don't know what you're going through to say that. But from like a perspective of seeing everything in front of you, I would say that it's actually pushing you into a better cycle of life. Which is, so let's say you were in a really toxic relationship that's coming to an end, just for example, or a workspace environment, friendship, whatever it may be. Now that that's gone, you're no longer in this horrible energy anymore, difficult, painful, upsetting energy anymore. You're actually going into the Knight of Pentacles, which is really about, again, you're learning as you go, you're making more progress, you might be earning more money, I just feel like you're healthy. I don't know why that word is coming in. So when it just feels like something will be made right as you move forward. Not when you're in this, right? Things need to change first. I wonder what this is for you. So the Wheel of Fortune with the Ten of Swords is that there will be a fated ending, but it will work out in your favor as you move forward away from it. That rebirth. Ten of Swords is usually somebody stabbed in the back on the ground with the swords in their back, right? A complete ending of that chapter of their life. And the rebirth really feels like maybe it's like a comeback. I don't feel like I just feel like it's just, you'll be somebody brand new and your life will be completely new and even better since an ending. Let's carry on, shall we? Let's see what your challenge is this week. Excuse me. Right. What's the challenge for Taurus this week then, please, Spirit? Interesting. By the way, like there is just this energy of like keeping the hope just because of this kind of reassurance from the universe with that buffalo saying that we will provide, okay? The universe is abundant, you're abundant, we will provide. But there is almost this kind of like reminder with the Fool, this leap of faith will not happen if it doesn't take the leap of faith, right? If you don't jump into the deep end or take a risk or change something, you're not going to have a change. So it does feel like that's why the beetle is here. I know I'm just expressing myself here, re-saying whatever. I'm repeating myself. It's really important that it feels like the universe providing is the aftermath of you getting back up again, you not giving up, you diving into things, learning a little bit more about things or understanding things deeper, but most importantly, connecting to your inner magic. Understanding that you are the strong force in your life and in general, right? I don't know. The magic works through you. It's not just the universe. You are a vessel of the universe. So you are magic. Right, anyway, I don't know what that is. So your challenge is the Three of Pentacles, Moon, and the Nine of Pentacles. So this is an interesting one actually, because Three of Pentacles usually is about partnership. The Moon can be where there is a little bit of difficult feelings or emotions or things that might not be so clear. And the Nine of Pentacles is independence. So because we have these two on either end, it does feel like maybe there is a struggle here with collaborating with others. It could be about friendships. Maybe you do prefer your own space or you do prefer to work for yourself. But the Three of Pentacles or vice versa, I wonder whatever it is. There's just a challenge between collaborating with others, being around others, and being by yourself. Okay? Now, Pentacles are also about career and money and stuff like that, your resources, so that could also be a challenge this week. Let's clarify this though. Let's see, because the Moon can be that things are not so clear here. So whether this is about your decisions or your, maybe you're trying to be less codependent or vice versa. Again, general reading. So for some of you, you could be super independent. You're learning how to be around others again, get friends, connect with people, work with others. And for those of you who feel a bit more codependent, it could be the opposite, learning how to do things on your own, whatever it is. Why is the Moon in the middle of this though? The Three of Pentacles. Magic works through you. Now, because this is coming through with a card of collaboration, as a reminder that magic works through you. I wonder if you guys don't see a lot of value in yourself when it comes down to group projects, and that's something that they want to pick up on, or even in relationships. Maybe you start to feel a little bit like with the word underdog is coming through, and I don't feel like that's the one that I want to bring up, but it's the one circling in my brain. It's like you kind of feel maybe like the odd one out, or usually but I feel like that's a lack of self-esteem more than anything else, because the Scarab Beetle says magic works through you. It's a reminder that you are magic, and if you do feel that, then gain some skills to not feel that way, right? Gain some not just confidence. If your concerns are legitimate, I don't feel like I have the tools. Okay, then let's find a way to get them. It's almost like saying here that it is in your control in some way. Three of Pentacles is good. And if it's not collaboration, it's about building the foundation of something. So maybe your challenge is getting financially stable or financially independent, right? And in this way, it would be about finding a way to create the right foundation in order to have the result of that. So the Moon is the Three of Pentacles. One more for that, please. Let me show you. Why is the Moon here as an obstacle? Yes, so the Eight of Pentacles coming through. The Nine of Wands. This is all about being the wounded warrior. So again, you have been through a lot. You are a little bit more skeptical about others because of your pains and what you've been through. But the Eight of Pentacles was a little bit like that, wasn't it? On top of the abundant universe will provide. And it's interesting because, as I said and have been repeating, and again, I promise it's important, it's coming up constantly. The Eight of Pentacles is saying the work that you put in, you get back out. Okay? So the Moon here, maybe you're a little bit I kind of feel like they're showing me that little line here. You're kind of up against that line. What does that mean? How do I express this? I wonder if this is coming out your comfort zone, or I wonder if this is about creating some kind of change, or because I feel like you've done some work to get some results in some way, but the universe is saying you have to cross that line, and there's a line that you're not crossing, and I don't know what it is, and I don't know how this will resonate with you. So if you want to leave here, then that's fine, but let me try get it out for those of you who might understand it. I don't know. I always say with the number 8, it's about changes, but it's about the changes that you're creating, and that it comes back, right? Every action has a consequence in some way, whether it be good or bad. And it's the changes that we make it's conscious changes with the 8. What you put out comes back round again as the 8, right? Because it's come up like this, you're almost there. You just need to kind of, I don't know what it is. It's just saying, put something out there. Hey, that's what it's saying. The Moon, something is not so clear, and I wonder if it's to do with your work, or again doing something outside your comfort zone, or making a change in some way to your work or what you're doing. The work could just be your work in your life in general, your spiritual journey, whatever it is. I have no idea, but it seems important for you to be able to see results. Let's look at the Nine of Pentacles then for you. Why is the Nine of Pentacles a challenge? The Devil can be codependency, as we were saying, or too much attachment to material wealth, for example, or the Devil can also be about fears and doubts that might be blocking you from getting there, okay? The Nine of Pentacles is quite abundant, right? She has all the things that she needs and more. She's very stable. So the Devil could really just be the blockages to get to that, right? Why is the Three of Pentacles here? Ooh, well, this looks like a falling out. The Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords reverse, and the Five of Pentacles feeling left out and cold. Okay, if it's to do with a collaboration, you are struggling a bit with that, because it may have been Seven of Swords, some backstabbing. That's what I will say about it. Things being swept under the rug, or people not saying certain things that they really should, or admitting to things, or people are sneaky kind of here. And the Five of Pentacles reversed, in the upright, is about being left out in the cold. It is about falling out here. And these two queens back to back in reversed is a really that feels like a really bad argument between two energies. In the Three of Pentacles, so that again could be friendships and collaborations with others. So for the majority of you, I do feel like there is something coming through here about, it just feels like there's a little bit of a confusion around collaborating because you are still hurt about something. You've been backstabbed. You know, now you've lost trust in certain situations, so it can be very hard to open yourself up. I feel like a nice balance between independence and allowing yourself to depend on others is needed, but there's a few fears in both of them that you might need to overcome. So it's a bit of an interesting challenge, a bit of a tricky one. Let's dive a little bit deeper then. My goodness, let's see what's going on in your external environment. The Four of Swords. So again, this is about resting and healing. So really good time to focus on your health. Really good time to focus on your healing from certain things that may have happened to you. Addressing certain pains and heartbreak with the Four of Swords is usually what it means. But most importantly, it's about becoming the healthiest version of yourself. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. But let's clarify that for you. It's the same as rest and rejuvenation. So maybe you guys really do need a bit of a break. Vacation, something like that, right? Why is the Four of Swords here? Page of Cups, Ace of Cups. Interesting. Well, that does look like healing. Page of Cups is really about listening to your heart. It can be emotional news on its way to you, but because you have the Ace of Cups here, it can be about self-love. Maybe you are just coming to terms with something whilst you're resting, whilst you're healing. You gain some sort of like emotional truth that sets you free or gives you a new beginning in some way, or you guys could be receiving an Ace of Cup love offer that could be coming to you in a time where you are not expecting it. Whilst you're resting, whilst you're healing, whilst you're deciding I'm going to take some time out, an offer of love. It doesn't even need to be romantic, could just be platonic, for example. Like somebody could really help you out and it catches you by surprise. It makes you feel loved, loving. Most importantly, this is really about you connecting to yourself. Okay, let's dive a bit deeper then. Let's see what is going on for you in terms of your inner world. What's going on within Taurus? Dive a little bit deeper in their energy. Okay, the Knight of Wands. So despite what you are going through, the Empress is here as well, which is your energy too. Despite what you've been through, because you're showing up as quite nice cards, to be fair, because before we had the Knight of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, you are changing some things in your life, probably because you reached a dead end point where you're like, okay, something really needs to change. Maybe you got some difficult news, or maybe something challenged you, whatever it is, an ending in your life somehow. I do feel like you're focusing a lot more on your own progress. Great. The Knight of Wands coming through as well. I feel like they're calling for you to focus a bit on your adventurous side, to tap into that a little bit more. So if you're feeling cool to go somewhere, go for it. If you're feeling like being more spontaneous, do it, because the Knight of Wands is a really good lucky energy, similar to the Wheel of Fortune actually, both ruled by Sagittarius, by Jupiter, which is all about expanding and learning and growing. So it expands anywhere where it's at. So for you, it's in yourself. So with the King of Swords as your overall energy, it does feel like you are expanding your knowledge. I would say you're expanding your life experiences too with that energy. Your inner self at least is calling for it. All right, Knight of Wands, feeling more adventurous, feeling more passionate, connecting to your optimism. Yeah, the Magician and the Seven of Swords. In your inner world, you're definitely a bit scarred from potentially some liars and deceivers. With the Magician and the Seven of Swords, now make sure you're not lying and deceiving yourself, because this is also in your inner world. So let's just be real a little bit, just for those who might resonate with that. Make sure you're not cutting corners. Make sure you're not making excuses about things, because you are the Magician. Whatever you want to create in this world is up to you. The magic works through you. So let's stop blaming things outside of ourselves. Just for someone out there, if it doesn't resonate, it's not your message. But just for somebody out there, let's stop blaming everything else. Let's connect to yourself, because sure, we can't control certain things that happen to us, but we can control how we deal with it, how we move on from it. Okay, even though at times it can feel completely unfair. I'm a human too, been there, I get it. But if our life was in everybody else's hands, it would be even more difficult. So let's just be grateful that it's in our control for most of the time. So Knight of Wands, Seven of Swords, Magician. So this is really an untrustworthy energy. It is quite a manipulative thing, because Seven of Swords is, if it focuses a bit on it, let's try. No, too much lighting in here. Okay, whatever. You guys can see it anyway. It does feel like it's like controlling something, because the Magician is really somebody who puts on a show. And the Seven of Swords is a liar, a deceiver, somebody who's kind of like being very strategic. So with that Magician being there as well, it does feel a little bit like that. And that's probably someone that you've had to deal with or have been. I wonder. It doesn't have to be to that extreme, but because it's in your inner world, I have to kind of spin the narrative back onto some of you sometimes with that energy. So Knight of Wands, Seven of Swords, the Magician. Yeah, but for the majority of you, it probably is something around you that's still within you somehow. You're still thinking about it, or it's still on your mind, or you're still worried about being with a player, or whatever it is. Worried about being optimistic and playful and adventurous because of the scheming people that could be around you. That could be legit. That makes sense. But they don't want you to focus on that, basically. Let's get some advice from Spirit. Have I been over 30 minutes already? Hold on one second. All right, let's see what their advice is for you guys. The Seven of Wands. Okay, so that's not backing down. It's also with Temperance here, all about patience. But Seven of Wands is kind of saying like, yeah, despite the odds and how things look and what has, come across you in your life, you will have success and victory. That's what that card is all about. Let's clarify it for you. It's actually arguably the most beautiful card in the deck. Can you just look at it for a minute? It's just gorgeous. Anyway, let's clarify that for you. For Taurus, please. Why is this the advice? Okay, the Knight of Cups and the Six of Swords. So for a lot of, look, they're really kind of, especially with this combination, wear your heart on your sleeve. For a lot of you, because of something that's happened in your life that really hurt and really felt unfair, or, really created a whole transformation within yourself. I do feel like it changed you, and it also changed the way that you are around people, like I've been saying through this entire time. But the Knight of Cups, I feel like this is your energy. You are naturally emotional with the Knight of Cups. You do wear your heart on your sleeve for somebody that I'm speaking to out here, and I feel like they're wanting you to do that, to cross your comfort zone, to be able to connect with others, because I do feel like that's something that you're either wanting or kind of yearning for in a way. Like, I wish I had more friends, but I don't really trust people very well, or never really get on with people, whatever it is. Instead of just telling that to yourself in that narrative, which is where I'm saying here, like when I say manipulative, you could be manipulating yourself a little bit. Well, I'm just not that person. Everyone else is horrible. I'm the only person in the world that feels sane. I get it. Or trustworthy or loyal. That's not true, right? There are lots of people out there. That's just something that you're saying to yourself to prevent yourself from going outside your comfort zone, right? It's easier to say those things than it is to find the right people for yourself, or the right business partnerships, or the right career, whatever it is. That's just something that they're picking up on here. But the Six of Swords is all about moving forward. Again, it is about a journey. So I wonder if you're being called to travel, or to go somewhere, or to just move forward, move on from conflict or pain or difficulty, so that you're able to move towards calmer waters here. Because the Knight of Cups with the Three of Pentacles, I do feel like there are some people out there, or communities or collaborations that are out there for you, that are going to be really good for you, and they're wanting you to speak up in those dynamics, because this did come on top of the magic works through you and the group, or the laying a foundation. And as a card of being open and vulnerable, that's kind of your message here. Okay, because it's going to help you move forward. and move on and move towards better things. And as I'm saying, going in a complete different direction, because I always pick up on the illustration on this card. I really quite love, because it feels like you're being led by something different. So maybe to a different island. You were going towards one island, but they changed because you changed. So you're going towards something maybe even better. And that's what it does feel like. You're going to make a lot of progress. But things are going to be calm moving forward. And that's the ultimate vibes coming through. So don't give up on this push. It's uncomfortable to wear your heart on your sleeve, to be open, to be vulnerable. It may feel like things are really there's a lot that you're having to deal with, or there's a lot against you at this time, whatever it is for you guys. Spirit's really kind of saying, don't be afraid to take a leap of faith. Don't be afraid to transform and change your life if you're not happy with it. No longer saying those things to ourselves to prevent ourselves from moving forward. No longer feeling hurt or controlled by the actions of other people. And all that kind of stuff, so you can move towards great things, because the abundant universe will provide. All right, my angels. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for coping with my voice, my very nasally voice this week. I love you guys. Let me know how it resonates for you, if it does, and I'll see you guys next time. And by the way, I think personal readings might be open. So if you do want a reading with me, then check out my website. It should be linked in the description box. If not, if they have sold out by the time that you're watching this, and go over there, then that's fine. Join the wait list, because you'll get notified before everyone else does. So it gives you better chances of getting there a bit earlier than everyone else. So anyway, love you. Thank you for being here. I'll see you guys next time. All right.